How to renew tiling grout. Difficulty level 1 hammer. You can bring back the shine to very dirty or even damaged tiling grout. Depending upon the state of the grout, you can clean it with an anti-mould cleaning product that will whiten it, or you can replace it completely. But you need to scrape out the old grout, which can take some time before replacing it. You will need an anti-mould grout whitening product. And if you are considering replacing the grout, you will need to add grout and a bonding solution to the mixing water. You will need a grout saw, or possibly an angle grinder, or an oscillating multi-tool. If you have to replace the grout, you will also need a mixing tray, a mixer attachment for a drill, a trowel, a rubber float, some cloths, and sponge. If you use a portable electric grout removing machine, you should wear safety goggles and protective gloves. If you plan to replace the grout, add rubber gloves. Anti-mould and whitening. Particles of soap mixed with scale retain dirt. Mould develops and the grout ends up being covered with dark patches. There are specially formulated products which remove the stains and prevent them reappearing. Spray all along the grout and leave for 15 minutes. Rinse and repeat the application if necessary. The product will whiten the grout, making it look more attractive. Removing the grout by hand. The grout saw will help you remove damaged and flaky grout. Start with the point of the saw and dig out a groove. Then use the whole length of the blade to dig out the old grout. Use 2 hands and press down hard for a better result. Removing the grout with a machine. There are different ways of working with a portable electric grout remover. You need skill to use an angle grinder complete with a diamond cutting disc. Turn on the machine and allow the disc to get up to speed. Line the cutting disc up perfectly with the line of the grout, and then make contact and cut into the grout gently. Hold the machine steady and move along the line of grout, cutting as you go. The oscillating multi-tool is easier to use. Attach a tungsten carbide segmental saw blade. There is no need to force the blade. Simply hold the machine steady and allow the blade to work its way along the line of grout. Ready to replace the grout. Whatever method you use to remove the old grout, you must use a vacuum cleaner to remove all the particles and dust. Clean the tiles with a damp sponge. The new grout. If your tiles come into contact with water or water spray, add a bonding solution with the powder and water mixture. This will help protect the grout from water ingress. Prepare the grout and leave it to stand as recommended by the manufacturer. Apply the mix and spread it out using the rubber grout float, forcing the grout deep into the joint. Wipe the trowel diagonally across the tiles to mop up any surplus without scoring the surface of the grout. You can buy grout in a number of different colors, and adding waterproof solution will not affect the color. In this way, you can coordinate the color of the grout with the tiles. Smoothing. Once the grout starts to harden, rub the surface with a dry cloth using a circular motion. Then, use a damp sponge to make the joints perfectly smooth. Rinse the sponge frequently in a bucket of clean water. Cleaning. Let the adhesive set fully, then clean the surface of the mosaic tiles with a dry cloth. Finally, when the work is finished, use a damp sponge to clean the whole surface and remove any final traces. Where the tiles are exposed to water spray, allow the grout to harden for at least 48 hours before using the shower or the bath.